the Greek mafia.
The Greek mafia. You go into
They're not very
into like
successful.
beta alpha thigh.
Greece. I don't think Greece
that's
is
why
known
they
for
operate out of
economic.
No, it's like
Seattle,
It's like the
I see.
college Greek life type shit.
Yeah.
So you go into like a frat house and they've got
Did
just
you
dead
know
bodies.
Seattle's actually the closest city to Greece.
That's not true.
Ever. Closest city ever.
Closest city ever. There's never been a city nearly as close as Seattle.
So when you think about the Roman Empire and how
is
Greece
not true.
exists,
That is not true.
The Holy Roman Empire invaded Seattle before Greece.
It might have happened. It might be real.
they tried to invade Seattle, but we just fought back.
That explains why
That's
it's
how Kurt
called
Cobain
the
died.
Puget Sound. Like, who else would name it that?
Yeah,
What?
except for those stupid Romans.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
why
right.
you know what I
have
got to
the
talk about? I
Cheesecake Factory.
was working on some college application stuff recently, and I put down as one of my activities in the activity list making bath time boys.
No, you didn't. You can't
No,
do
the
that.
fuck you did.
I don't
No,
fucking care.
Oh shit! You put
Last
Backstone
time-
Boys down. As
It
a
was on
crew.
my
Last
brainstorming
time-
page, and I had 12 things, and I had to cut 2, and I'm on the fence for cutting bath time boys.
I think you should.
I think.
No, but you can spice it up and be like a multimedia
well,
production.
I think if you don't directly say the name and you just say a multimedia like web career in
Production,
podcast, yeah,
collaboration,
exactly.
adversary.
I
yeah.
created multimedia.
Yeah, I created multimedia.
This is
organization
multimedia
that
creation,
developed-
audio, video, and
Yeah.
product
I
tool.
developed, engineered, produced, and directed multimedia.
I made fucking
products.
bath time boy software.
Last
The
time we asked Eric to come on the podcast, and then he just started jerking off onto his computer. I don't know what that was about. So he
Yeah,
wasn't.
that was
in
why
the
he
last
wasn't. That's why
episode.
we claimed he wasn't on the last episode. He was, but we had to cut his audio because it was just him moaning for 35 minutes.
Wait, is that
Sweet.
what you guys were talking about? I just wasn't there.
Yeah, we tried to ignore you, and we just decided we were just going to subconsciously cut you out of our brain,
Okay,
and it worked.
okay.
Yeah.
So it is multimedia.
It is, yeah.
Because it's different.
This shit,
'cause there's
this shit
many.
rated. This shit rated.
This shit rated
Porn.
I've been saying that one today.
That
Recently
was
today.
so funny.
This
Like,
shit
he's
not
trying
rated
to,
PG.
like,
This is not some kid shit. This shit rated porn.
This shit rated porn. Okay.
I wonder
I've
if
come
Travis Scott has mental
no.
illness.
I've come up
Peggy
with a
18.
new. I've come up with a new Bath Time Boys gimmick. Do you want to hear about it?
Please tell us the gimmick,
Yes.
chat.
So the gimmick is during these podcasts, I call it the one-man review, where one of us reviews a product and the other 3 are just the hype men for the product that we're reviewing. So today, I brought the new Mountain Dew flavor, Mountain Dew Voodoo.
Let's
Can we
go,
pause
baby.
real quick?
Listeners,
pause?
just
Yeah, can we pause? Can I go to the
What?
store real quick and go
Okay.
buy one?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a movie about white privilege.
Okay, so Mountain Dew Voodoo is the new mystery flavor.
So think it-
2021. I'm gonna
What
go
if
ahead.
they
and
made
put a-
Cameron a black man?
Yeah, so Mountain Dew Voodoo. We're gonna go ahead and try and take a sip here. That's pretty. I don't mind that. That's pretty good. Yeah.
What is it? Is
It's
it
alright.
like pina colada? Because
It
it,
tastes
looks
like pina
like cum
colada.
water.
It's like wait, cum loud, like that thing you can get in college.
No,
Oh my god.
I-
That's
tastes
such
just
a
like
funny
pina colada.
term.
I said it
Cum
looks
loud.
Like, I said it looks like cum water.
It tastes like pina colada and bubblegum.
I love pina colada.
Penis
Yeah,
colada.
you
what?
would.
I love
You
pina.
Alright,
would.
now
Yeah,
we're gonna
you
do.
would
Now we're
love.
gonna do a.
You would
slip-
love pineapple and coconut.
You know what
And
this is, Tyler?
Rum,
Is that
you
bedtime-
rum
is that the
drinker,
classic
booking
bedtime
rum.
tea?
This is the bedtime tea brought to you by Yogi Tea Company. We're gonna do a sip test.
Give it a sip.
Now
The
that
rum
people
is
have
good.
been
Okay, I gotta go to
Eric,
bed.
shut
This
the
has been
fuck
Bad Time
up,
Boys
Eric.
episode 30.
Guys, did someone
that
say the
tea
F word?
basically makes me sleep.
That's awesome, dude. You know
How
what
Can
does
I-
the Mountain Dew cum water make you
It's
feel?
actually kind of bad. I don't. People were
Oh.
hyping it up, which is why I got it. It literally just tastes like bubblegum.
Maybe
what's
because
But
it's
that-
like-
isn't that what
Yeah,
all- isn't that what-
lit.
Isn't that what all like mystery flavors taste like though? I always feel like
Bubblegum, yeah.
they say mystery flavor and it just tastes like bubblegum because no one can like
Is-
describe what it
Is a
tastes like.
mystery flavor just like they just had extra like materials and just
No,
wanted
that-
to like
that's-
use it,
that's-
so they chucked it all in a vat?
Yeah,
and like
dum
stirred it
dums.
up.
No.
Dum dums do that.
It's just when
Where-
they
where-
can't think of a name.
Yeah, they just say
Oh.
mystery flavor. But they called this one.
Mel-
Melancholy drip.
This one has a name.
Can I put my balls in your jaws?
Did you know that? That's how dum dums work. They
My
just all the like
jaw.
the excess like flavor they just pour into a vat and make the mystery flavor.
Yeah.
Kind of base.
That's really interesting. I would have never known that until you
It's
just told me
the-
right there. Thank you.
It's the Krabby Patty secret formula.
The Krabby Patty formula.
The
Yeah, and
Krabby
you knew that
Patty.
The Krabby Patty secret formula was actually crabs.
That's fucked up.
But that's
What
just
about
a theory.
It's eggs. It's like just an egg burger.
It's a very well supported theory if you look at the evidence.
if
So
you look at the
It's
evidence,
keto. Mr.
A
Krabs is keto.
SpongeBob's theory.
yeah, like if you
I
think about it, since it
veto
is a
that.
crab catcher as a restaurant, like it would only make sense.
Guys, what race would Mr. Krabs be?
Crab.
Black.
Good answer.
Which one?
You wanna elaborate on that?
Like
No, I do
crustacean.
not.
No.
What about Squidward?
Squidward is definitely like Haitian or something.
He's a Twitter user. Squidward's
He's
a total Twitter user.
If I was a president, which one would I have been?
John F. Kennedy, I want to
Bush.
shoot you in the fucking
Oh
head.
no!
You would have been Zachary Taylor.
I thought I would have been. I thought it would have been like Teddy Roosevelt because I like riding horses.
What disability
Yeah,
does
you like
Teddy
riding
Roosevelt
horses,
have?
huh?
Yeah.
And like penis. Got him.
Because horses have large
Fuck
cocks.
you.
Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
Tip of the penis.
song's
Tip of the
fucking
penis.
based.
Tip of the penis.
You know what I had to do this weekend? I had someone ask me what bass meant, and
No.
I had to explain it to him. I just had to. Like, it's never been something I've ever had
How
to do
did
is
you
explain
explain
bass to
it?
someone.
Yeah. What did you say?
I said,
What'd you
well,
say?
you can say bass, like, really whenever you want, and it doesn't really mean anything.
That's cringe.
Me when I say bass at my grandma's funeral.
The
Open
kid at school told me it had no
cas-
meaning, Grandma.
Yeah, open casket. looking
What's
down
the
at her
book
dead
where you
body.
write a letter to them at the funeral?
Will you say open gasket?
Open casket.
Open gasket.
Open gasket. Wait, the fucking truck die? What?
Leaky propane tank funeral.
Thought he was just letting off air.
Shoddy just farted.
Okay. All right. Take one of your like kind of close family members dies, and there's an open casket. What do you put in it? What do you put in the
It's a
casket?
My
Gary V
balls.
hypothetical. Imagine one of your family members died. What would you put in the casket to forever memorial them?
I watched that Gary V, like that whole
I
episode.
just stole a
A
TMG bit.
flesh-eating
Fuck
worm.
you.
Oh,
Bath
Guys,
and Boys just
stealing
stole,
bits is our
Bath
forte.
and Boys just stole a TMG bit. Ding. Bath and Boys just
Okay.
stole a Super Mega bit. Ding. Bath and Boys just stole the entire identity of many other podcasts. Ding. Fuck CinemaSin.
Bath time
All right,
boys
so
pissing
I
off sin.
Would put the
Sins.
complete
Ding.
Star Wars
limited
saga.
edition,
Lord of the Rings.
release of the Beach Boys
Labyrinth.
and the Roy Hill Philharmonic Orchestra in a casket, so it will be preserved.
Philharmonic.
Avatar.
Are caskets just like time capsules but really
No.
long?
No.
Yes.
Why the fuck would you say that?
You
You
ever
know what a
dug one
casket
up?
is for.
Nah, but
How do you know?
Are they really long time capsules?
yeah,
No,
they're
they
just
hold dead
really
people.
long. Like you're supposed to open them up eventually, right? Like we did with the mummies. So like, eventually, like.
That's
you're
different.
gonna
They were
get dug up. It's
mummified.
inevitable.
They were literally
is
fucking
this-
mummified. You dig up a casket now in like a regular old cemetery, it's just gonna be like a pile of dust and bones. Depending on
Dust and bones.
depending on
Dust
like
and
how
bones.
long ago
Nice
it
blanket.
What
was.
do you
Dust
think
and
you would
bones.
find? Like, because it is a time
Nothing.
capsule, it preserves the past, so therefore you would find something.
Do you think
from the
anybody's
past.
dead
Why
body's
is
ever
this
actually been
hypothetical?
pickled?
Why are you using
Oh.
coffins as
Yeah,
the
you could
vessel
find,
for
like,
your
a
time
brain
capsule?
Because-
You
because,
just have
like,
you have a
1960.
normal time capsule hypothetical, and you're just like, what if
Capsule.
this coffin though?
No,
What
because like the time, like you, if you think about it, a coffin is a time
coffin?
capsule. It's just
Why do you guys all say
Fucking-
coffin differently?
I'm gonna
dead
put
bodies are the ultimate
How do
time
you-
capsule.
I'm gonna
Can you
put
pickle
a
shit?
copy
Because
of
then when you
Certified
die-
Lover Boy in my coffin when I
Am I
die.
wrong?
I'm cutting that out of the real audio.
Do you guys want to hear a really sad story about me
Yes.
and time capsules?
Kid.
Yes.
No,
So-
not about time capsules.
Okay.
Matthew,
no,
when
seriously.
they tells a
So,
story-
I used to
Like
go
the
to
One
most
this.
time I walked
traumatizing
into a
shit.
cemetery.
I used to
I
go
put
to
a
this
very
summer
cool rock
camp.
in a time capsule.
I used to go to this summer camp at a private school that my mom worked at.
Humble brag it up, buddy.
And no, my mom. I didn't go to private school. I just went to the summer
How
camp.
much money did
And-
your parents
okay,
have?
Good
anyway,
recovery.
my mom gave me this Webkinz horse, and then I loved it and played with it for
Did you
like
come
a
on it?
long time, and then like 1 year, it wasn't in my room anymore, and it was in the time capsule, and she said I won't be able. She said that
You'll never
it was
see him
actually
again.
schools, and that they were putting this time capsule under the ground for 20 years, and I wasn't gonna be able to see it because I couldn't have it, so I couldn't have the horse anymore, and it made me sad.
That's pretty dope.
You know my funniest thing about your way of storytelling? Based off the age that you were in the story, you talk like how you would talk at that age. Like when you tell a story of how you were 8 years old, you talk like an 8-year-old. When I had a horse and I loved him, and then my mom took him and
said, "You cannot have
It was sad. I kept looking at the little spot in front of the school where the time capsule was, and I was like, he's in there.
why did your mom just take that? Like she didn't even.
I think I was supposed to have known that it wasn't mine, but I didn't know it because I didn't hear it. I forgot or something, and I loved it.
Oh, you're telling me that she bought it for the time capsule, and over the
Yeah.
week that it was like sitting there waiting,
You
you like
fell in
developed
love with it.
like an emotional
Yeah.
bond with it.
and then
I
it was
see.
gone. It was in the
I see.
hole.
That's a good lesson. That's like a fable.
You really.
You
do
know what
love
I'm gonna
horses,
do?
though.
I'm gonna search when the time capsule's open, and I'm gonna go to it.
Never get too
I'm gonna go to
attached.
the opening,
Get
and
that
I'm gonna
horse back.
steal it back.
Steal it.
Take the horse.
Steal it.
I'm gonna. They like open it, and I like sprint up, and I like dig it, and I run.
It'll be so like old that you'll just rip its head off by
It'll,
like
like,
touching it.
disintegrate.
It'll just fall apart, and they'll just start
Stuffed
screaming.
horse.
They'll just
It's like
start
a web-
screaming in pain. Yeah.
I kneel on the ground in agony, and then like everyone, these like random people at this private school are just staring at me, and they're just like, who is this? What? He's like 25.
I think the bigger question is, why did your mom buy just a stuffed horse that was a week old to put in a time capsule? Like, why didn't?
Because it was a
Like,
school
wasn't it-
stuffed horse
But wasn't?
for the school. It was a school mascot.
Oh, okay.
Horsey.
I thought it was just. I see.
What's
Yeah, doxed. I searched private school with a mascot of a horse in Arlington. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's Arlington, Massachusetts.
No, it's actually Arlington, Washington.
Oh.
Oh, clever.
Mm.
That's a
That's
real
a place.
by the way. It's a
we
real
found
place.
that one out.
Yeah.
Haha. Can I review a movie?
Yeah, what'd you watch?
Shang-Chi
Oh, I saw that.
and the Legend of the
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it
what'd you
yet.
think?
People. It was terrible.
The Kung Fu movie?
You thought it was bad?
Yeah.
Everyone loved that.
I heard
I
that
know.
it was one of those things that should have been a tight 90 film, but it just wasn't. And then this like after 90-minute mark, they just packed it with action
Yeah,
sequences that were
it
really
was
boring.
like, but the shitty action scenes, like the good ones were when they were doing like kung fu and shit on the train.
Mhm.
I was like, this is kind of cool. And then all of a sudden at the end, it's like big CGI monsters that come out of nowhere and they're like slamming into each other. Like
Yeah, the
it's
dragons.
Godzilla
It was like,
versus
it was
Kong.
like,
I swear to God, Marvel
it's like
has
Power Rangers.
Marvel has created their movies like 30 years in advance.
Yeah.
Like they're currently working on Phase 7 right now. They just have random action sequences. They're just gonna drop into a
worst
movie whenever they can.
Part about it is they had a little character that's only there to sell like plush toys of him. And he
Of
literally
I
makes...
love that one.
He literally
I
makes
love the
like,
Baby Yoda characters.
I
dude.
love the marketable
He-
character.
Yeah.
I am not a ploy from
He makes
Disney.
the
Put,
stupid-
I
Stupidest
want to
noises.
give them my money now.
He's literally walking around going... And it's
He's
like,
so
fuck
cute,
off.
and he has no eyes
I
or
want to
mouth.
squish you.
You know what they did? Oh my god. It is the most simple character, so they would have to like spend the least on manufacturing it. because it is just a blob.
That's
like they don't have to
ingenious.
put
Yes.
eyes on it.
He doesn't
they
even
just
have a
to
face.
Yes, like
They just have to
minions,
wrap it
minions, or like
in
all of
fur.
the.
That's
Yes.
it. That's so
Yes,
cheap.
That's why it's genius. Is like all of
That's
these
so
things that
smart.
they have such simple designs. Even
Holy
like
shit.
even Baby Yoda has like a pretty simple design.
Dude,
just
but this
wrinkled.
is like even simpler. This is like
insane.
stupid simple.
It's like legs and wings.
that's it.
Yeah,
That is all. They
that's
make
it.
2 things and they put them together and they sell it. Easy. Biggest money brain
How does he
ever.
make the noises then? Through his butthole?
I think he vibrates. His
He doesn't have a
appendages.
mouth.
He just becomes a fucking speaker. He's like, I'm gonna speak Hindu right now, and just vibrates.
And
in
I hate
Hindu.
Aquafina, but thank God she's not doing a black scent in this movie.
Why is her name just that word?
I don't know.
People
Aquafina?
are
That's
allowed-
so
people-
stupid.
It's
People are
kinda
allowed to
cringe.
have stage names, Matthew.
That's not her.
It is.
That's what's her real
Wasn't she a
name? Why is
rapper
it
before that?
Aquafina?
I think her
Before
real name
acting?
is Aquafina, but she
that
has a
is
last name.
stupid.
No,
What
she just,
kind of?
Let me look it up, and I'm gonna peek my microphone.
Her
by
Your
real
doing
name
that.
can't be
cannot just be
Aquafina.
that. Only Aquafina. Why is it one word?
Wasn't
Why?
she like a
It's-
rapper?
Her real name is Nora Lum, but
Yeah,
she's known as
there we go.
Aquafina.
It's not
Oh, okay.
Aquafina
bitch.
because they paid her. They're like, here's a plastic
Alright.
bottle.
It is kind of funny that like out of all the, it's just like a brand of water but spelled slightly differently.
Oh, that's funny.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, Matthew, people are allowed to have.
Who
stage
else
names.
has a name like that? Who?
Me, like Eric Olsen.
Like
Like,
most
you could honestly go
rappers,
find Eric
Beyonce.
Olsen brand shit in the store.
Yeah, but this is
Beyonce,
an actor
yeah.
completely different.
No, it's not.
Actors aren't real. You do know that.
Pete
You know,
Toff.
man.
The guy who
Shut
directed
up.
Catwoman. Pete the French guy. Or is
Guys,
he
you're telling me
Italian?
Tyler the Creator's full name isn't Tyler the Creator? That's fucked up. He shouldn't be able to do that.
Honestly, I agree.
So you're saying that
People
Chance
should
the
just have to
Rapper...
submit their government names as their rap names.
You're
Her name
saying
should
that
either
Chance
be
the Rapper
Levin.
or
Chancellor?
Aquafina.
Why is
Why?
that better?
That's
That's
worse.
just
That's
names.
way
That's just more
worse.
complicated. You didn't do
No,
anything
but it's
there.
two names.
Matthew, you suck.
So it'd be easier to say it like you would still say Aquafina, but it would be saying her full name.
I'm Aquafiendin for some
Aquafina.
pee.
You know. Okay.
You
Also
know,
about
I
Shang-Chi.
am not gonna ever see the movie,
Uh,
so I do not
the
care about
fucking
Aquafina.
sister. She's the most boring ass person in the entire film, and they give her the coolest weapon, that rope dart thing. I'm like, I want to see more cool stuff with that, but no. No, she has like nothing to do the entire movie. I don't know why she was there.
If you want to see more cool martial arts, just watch Daredevil.
Dude, Daredevil,
Cool
the
sentient
Netflix
watch
show,
Journey to the
or
West.
the Ben Affleck one.
The one on Netflix.
Dude, that show's actually pretty fucking good.
I agree. I'm in the process of rewatching it.
Dude, the first season is like gold.
Yeah, the second season kind of is like weird because then they try to make love interest and it's just like okay.
There's like ninjas.
You know,
and
I
blood
feel like they're missing out on
sacrifices.
one main love interest that they could definitely take use of, and like it has something to do with Cricket Wireless.
Yo, the cricket gumdrop.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that.
Why were you so ready for that,
Speaking
Matthew?
of love interest, Susan
Because we
Heffley.
saw it
Fast
coming
dance.
a mile away. You said, "Speaking of love interest," it's like, oh, he's gonna reference Susan Heffley, Gumdrop, or like just one of the same. We make the same joke every episode. We just change the variable out.
What's a new one?
Is it not perfect though?
It's
We
kinda
need a
funny.
new one.
Something-
The joke's getting old.
So I was like thinking the other day
Who else to objectify?
with my friend at work about like really funny like things that Liberty Mutual could like do for
Limu.
insurance ads.
Somebody
They
needs
could
help
just-
saving with Liberty Mutual insurance.
I just want like a marketing campaign that is just like you got a car, okay, Liberty Mutual.
Oh
I just want
yeah.
like I just want like something like you need insurance, we got it. Liberty Mutual. Something like that, or like just something completely off topic. Like, hey man,
I'm pretty sure this coworker is slipping you like ketamine every day.
nah.
No.
Like, you know, it'd be really funny. You just sit there, you're like, oh, this is a good taco. Oh, cool, Liberty Mutual, and that's the ad. There's a whole ad. It's just. It's
I'm pretty
not
sure
even
Uber does it
carb
like
I
that
hate
now.
People who think like you.
related.
Like that
Geico
type
does
of
that.
advertising makes me actually want to like never become like any sort of graphic designer or anything. Like Doritos when they just did that advertising campaign where it's just like, we took off the logo, but you still know what this is because there's a triangle on it.
Yeah.
No,
Fuck
I just
you.
don't want any reference. It's like
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
no-
you do. It's like, oh, it's guerrilla marketing. It's fucking
They
stupid.
turn
is
it
what
into
is.
like
I
a
hate it.
funny
It's
ha
actually
Why don't they
so
use
random.
real gorillas in guerrilla marketing? That should be
That'd
funny.
be- I want Trunk Monkey back. That's what advertising needs.
That was the
Instead of
best.
all this like,
All this
we-
flow gobbledygook.
yeah.
speaking of gorillas,
Samsung assistant.
What do you mean? Speaking of
Gorilla
gorillas?
Tape.
Yo,
That's the fun-
AT&T
Gorilla
lady
Glue.
or
Yes,
Big
Gorilla
fat
Tape are
tits.
good commercials because it's funny.
They're like cooking,
And you remember
and then
them.
The, "Rah!" and then
Yes, yes. But
I like it when
instead,
the-
all you get is these like, they look like Fiverr like stuff where it's just like shapes moving with electronic music, and then at the end it says like Nissan, and it didn't show a single car the whole fucking commercial.
Like
Ridiculous.
that Vine.
Yes, like
You know the
where it's like
Vine?
the snow. It's the commercial where it's the snow,
Yeah, and
they're
he's
like, and then
chasing
it's
him
like,
with like a machete, and he's like,
it's
"How
a
the fuck?"
Nissan.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Cargo.
it's stupid. I hate people who
The
advertise.
fuck
like
was that guy's name? The watermelon guy.
Oh,
Marlon Webb.
Yes.
Webb.
That guy.
I remember.
Dude, he was funny.
I remember watching Vines back when my buddy was having his like 13th birthday party out in a tent in his backyard, and like that shit used to be so incredibly funny. Like we're sitting there laughing our asses off, cannot breathe to Vines.
I would cry
used
laughing
to?
at like Fetty Wap vines. They
That's a
literally
vibe.
just like sing Trap Queen, and that was the whole joke.
You know, I have a funny like connection. I used to watch like when I was on Vine, I followed Gabby Hanna on Vine because she was like funny on Vine. Like some of her vines were like actually funny, and then I forgot about her, and then all of a sudden she showed back up after she wrote her like poetry book, and it was like, is this the same woman?
Didn't she
Everyone,
like
sucks.
steal
like
a bunch
everyone,
of
sucked for
everyone
so
talks
long.
about Britney Spears and how much of a mental breakdown. Gabby Hanna has had just as much of a mental breakdown and like just a complete like destruction of personal self, more so than, or as much so as Britney Spears
I like
has.
the
But
video.
everyone's just like, she's crazy. She shaved half her head and now she just screams on like TikTok.
She's like singing a cover of a song, and she's like sniffing the mic.
Yeah,
I love that
That's
video.
weird.
that.
It's terrifying.
She's got her nose like pressed up against
Yeah.
the filter.
Or just like when like she'll just start recording herself and she's just screaming and like crying, and it's like, oh my god.
I mean, it's kind of the same as
Trisha
Trisha Paytas. It's like it's just crazy shit
Isn't
that
that
goes
exactly
on. You're
what
like,
she
oh,
wants? Is for
Yeah,
people to talk about her again?
true. Maybe she's genius.
Yeah,
maybe she's just
Maybe it's
crack,
just
and we should start
a
doing
little
that.
bit of trolling.
I think Bad Time Boy should start doing that. We should all
Take
commit a
crack.
Manic.
heinous. Well, we already did commit a heinous crime of killing one.
Oh yeah, they tried to
That
say
you
more,
can
but I don't
prove.
know why they keep doing
Allegedly, allegedly.
that. Yeah, we
Blue
allegedly-
collar teenage girl.
Yeah, you can't force us to prove anything. It's
Yeah,
against the Fifth Amendment or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
like we got away with so much. That one like girl we dumped in the water tower in L.A. We've done a lot, okay, and nobody's ever caught us for it. But that
Is that not from a book? Like the
Ridiculous.
person in a water tower? Is that a movie?
Remember
Really?
that 150-year-old
That's
man?
like every
Remember him?
fucking episode of
that
like,
happened
Miss
in
Marple.
that happened
He's
in
like
Yeek.
wandering the desert probably still.
What the fuck
Remember
is
him?
going on?
Interesting play. Is he
Yeah.
goated at the game though? Is he cracked?
No.
Call of Duty
Remember how he
Vanguard.
took millions of dollars off of a Boeing 727 in the late 70s? Remember that?
And then just disappeared, and,
disappeared
then like
into
jumped
the
out of the plane and
Washington
disappeared.
wilderness. Remember
Yeah,
how
that
we
was
did
us.
that?
Yeah, that was us. Well, the reason we got away with it was because we just stacked on top of each other and made
Yeah, we
one
called
really
it
tall
DB
guy.
Cooper instead
Yeah,
of what
BTB Cooper.
BT
Oh my god, I'm gonna
I mean
die.
penis. I mean penis.
No,
I mean
fuck,
penis.
I-
I mean penis. I mean penis. I mean
Shit.
penis.
Shit.
Dude, this shit got me
I mean,
creaming. I mean
milk,
creaming.
milk, milk.
I mean creaming. I mean
Shit.
creaming.
Mommy. Mommy.
You know the
mommy,
song by
mommy.
Fastball? You know the song "The Way" by Fastball?
Yes.
That was about us. That's
That
song
such a
was
good
written about Bad
song.
Pen Boys.
No way. Was I in it? I was in that song.
You know
we
the
actually
movies
were
Now You See Me
Fastball.
1 and Now You See Me 2? Yeah,
That
that
was
was actually
us.
a documentary of
Now
Bad
You
Time
See Me
Boys.
1 through 10.
You know, No Doubt. That was actually us. We made that band. Gwen Stefani.
you know,
is,
you
like,
You guys
a
ever
good
seen
friend of ours.
Nightcrawler?
Mhm.
That was us.
You know
we
Tom
were the
Hanks? Yeah, that's actually me.
You know Jake Gyllenhaal? That's me.
Oh, it is.
You know Matthew Buckles smells like ape shit?
I
You
took
ever seen a
shower.
crowd go ape shit
Dude,
over Matthew Buckles?
I wore 48-hour deodorant, dude.
I cleaned
Come
it.
on.
48-hour deodorant. You can try as hard as you can to wash it off. It just doesn't fucking
That
go
is so
until
true, and
exactly
I hate
48
it.
hours.
I hate it.
Wait,
It's just
what,
like, it's
really?
still on
It
your
is
pit.
not. It maybe like the residue. It stops working.
Okay,
after,
Well,
like,
yeah,
shower
the
time.
residue is still there. It's
Yeah,
What do
weird.
you,
'cause
like,
it's-
glue trap deodorant into your armpits?
What? No, like when you
What?
take a shower at the end of the day or something, and the deodorant you put on the
It
beginning
does-
of the day,
it
you
does
try and rub it
kinda-
off, and you
it
still
does
feel
kinda-
it.
yeah,
You
it
still
gets a
feel
little-
it when you're rubbing.
It's a little.
Can
like,
we
sticky.
like partner up with Old Spice and get a Matthews BO flavor of
I've been told
deodorant?
I don't smell bad.
Matthews BL Seltzer.
By who? Your mom?
No, I've just been told unless I'm stressed out, I don't smell bad. But like I'm mostly stressed out most of the time, so most of the time if I'm not wearing deodorant, I smell bad.
Oh, like the
Right.
21
Are you sure it's that you're stressed out or
Pilots
you just
song.
fucking stink?
What?
The 21 Pilot song.
I want to smell like Machine Gun Kelly. I bet he smells like.
Oh
like-
my lord, I just... After you said 121 Pilots...
I wish I smelled
saw-
like Machine Gun Kelly so Megan Fox would fuck me.
Yeah, I just want that.
Dude, fuck
want his
that guy.
pheromones or
He
whatever.
sucks.
Okay, no.
Kelly
I
is the
hate it.
Did you
worst.
guys see what I sent to the group chat
the
of
only funny thing-
21
the only
Pilots
thing I can
performing in
actually
Roblox?
respect-
Roblox?
the only thing I
Roblox
can
21
respect-
Pilots concert. We
Roblox
should
was
go.
hype.
No, the concert that 21 Pilots is doing in Roblox.
Yes,
Yeah.
we should go.
Yeah.
When is it?
That's
Top
insane.
of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
I was gonna say Machine Gun Kelly though. The only thing that he's ever done that I've been like, that's cool, was he admitted that one time
admitted.
at a celebrity like baseball game.
He admitted
was,
he
like-
helped us
He
kill
was like
that woman.
high
and-
on.
Oh, yeah, high on
he was, like,
mushrooms.
on mushrooms. Then he hit like a out of the park home run or something.
Oh, what? No, he
crazy.
pitched super high is what he did.
Yeah, I thought he hit something really crazy. Like he hit.
He probably
like
did both. I
he
mean,
did, like,
'cause
a
they just
bases
switch around
loaded
roles and
hit.
shit.
Yeah.
That's less impressive.
Top of the morning.
Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
Rick and Morty.
You guys can sample that because
How
it's not
is
from the
it
actual
Donda,
song.
Rick and Morty, and Top of the Morning are not so closely together? Like, how those are like the same song basically, but like,
Say that sentence
What?
again, but quicker.
how is it Donda, Rick and Morty, and Top of the Morning all came out together?
What the fuck?
Donda, Rick and Morty, Top of the Morning, Top Rick and Morty,
Donda,
Donda,
Rick and Morty, Top of the Morning.
Donda,
If
Top
we're
of the
talking
Morning,
about
Top of the
Kanye,
Morning, Donda, Rick and the Morty, Donda, Rick and the Morty, Donda, Rick and the
Here's my
Morty, Top of the Morning.
Kanye belief.
Do you have a hot take about Kanye West?
I do. Yeezus is his best album, and Yeezus was
Yo.
so far ahead of its time.
Fuck you.
No,
So far ahead of its time. It was
Yeezus-
right on time.
no,
It's just good
Yeezus-
music.
Yeezus. No, because nobody liked Yeezus when it came out. But if you compared the experimental aspects of Yeezus to some of the other experimental albums that are successful today, Yeezus
I
is
would
like
compare
100
Yeezus
gags.
to
Yeezus
Tyler the
is his best
Creator's.
album. I'm sorry.
Flower
Literally
Boy.
nothing beats College
What
Dropout.
is his best? No,
Yeah.
Graduation beats College Dropout.
No way.
Yeah.
College Dropout's got like the new workout plan. And like the family song. What is that one?
Okay, but,
Family
but like
song.
Flashing Lights and like the bangers on that album are so insane that it's like it's fine if there's a couple misses.
But
He's allowed to
College
I
miss
just
a
like-
couple times if you drop a song like
See, I just like
Good
Yeezus
morning.
because it's got the it sounds like fucking Risk of Rain.
It does.
it does. Yeah,
It sounds like Risk of Rain. It's so cool.
Dude,
I
they
just
got-
love that
So
it,
you just-
it goes from on site to Black Skinhead, and it's just like the wildest transition between two drastically different songs.
He's got Jesus Walks and Through the Wire on College Dropout, bro.
Nah.
Through the Wire.
I'm
That's
not
like-
saying College
I still think,
Dropout's bad. It's
I
good.
think
Jesus
I don't,
is
I,
king is the best.
Would have liked Yeezus better. So
And
they're-
the
I think he
skits are
would've. I think-
honestly
I
like
I think
still
George
funny.
George
George
Washington would have
Washington-
fucking hated Yeezus because he was made by a
Washington-
black man.
No.
Nah, he would have. If you could have done one of those things where you like did like
He
a
would have said something
parent trap.
racist about it, but he would have liked it.
No, okay. Think about this scenario. Imagine crossing the Delaware River, listening to one track and one track only. What are you putting on while crossing the Delaware?
On site.
What's the whole? If you had enough time for an album, what would the album be? Like an entire? You had to.
You're saying if we were crossing the Delaware, what album we throwing on?
Just Donda chant on loop.
What we saying a Kanye album? Donda.
I would probably put on the mixed syrup sandwiches just on loop.
But it's not just us crossing the river; it's us in that boat that was with George Washington. So it's just a ton of these soldiers and George Washington.
I would say,
Sam, put your hand down.
He's got
I have something to say. You know how in Vietnam they had the Hueys, the helicopters?
On site.
What if we put Top of the Morning?
I think playing
You're gonna find a Vietnam movie and like cut that over.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Apocalypse
the
Now
morning.
when they drop the napalm. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
Who is selling amethyst?
Top of the morning. Top of the
Smell like
morning,
napalm.
What
in
the
morning.
fuck? Stop selling amethyst.
Hello? Eric Olson.
Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
New flows are coming to be patient, brother.
Patient,
brother.
Brother,
I used to
new
think,
education, brother.
I used to think
Jacksepticeye coming hot.
I used to think that Bugs Bunny was one of the most famous like black cartoon characters, and then I realized it was just the ash from the explosion.
Bugs Bunny black.
We gotta stop this
We're
podcast.
done. We're done. I had another really good joke lined up, but it's over. We can't.
No, what's the?
Bugs Bunny.
No,
Wait, is Bugs Bunny black?
He's a bunny. What do you mean? Is he black? You can look at him. What do you mean? Is he black? Just look at him.
It's bad time, boys.
It's actually over. It's actually over. Eric, make sure you tell every college you're applying to about the podcast.
Oh my fucking! Thank you for listening to Bad Time Boys.